My name is Aldwyn Gill. I'm the producer of Star Soccer Review magazine on Trinidad and Tobago football. I had a website, and then with the qualification of Trinidad and Tobago to the 2006 World Cup in Germany, I was a part of the Trinidad and Tobago media team in Germany. And with the excitement of Germany and being a national player called to the national team, decided I would wait and keep enough information and follow the 2010 campaign. And keeping an eye on the Soca Warriors while being Caribbean stars and following the rest of the Caribbean, I had enough information and surplus information on Trinidad and Tobago football. I came down here and covered the Pro League over the years, the Soca Warriors over the years. And last year I decided, in sealing off the magazine, I'll come and cover the secondary school league and the primary school league. Well, in looking at the Pro League before, we're not looking at the other Pro Leagues, I felt the talent was there, but in seeing the stadiums fairly empty, it's a big challenge to decide whether you're professional or not. The talent was there, and it's just a matter of time before the people start supporting the teams. I guess it would be up to the league to do their marketing plan and get the crowd out, because in visiting Jamaica, they do have the crowd, and its talent is basically similar. But when you have crowd support, the magnitude of the effort is enhanced, and thus the excitement is at a different level. So you find game to game, when I checked the Premier League in Jamaica, the excitement was at a higher level than Trinidad and Tobago with no crowd. In terms of the talent, it's equal. Trinidad and Tobago has a sort of an advantage based on finance, because the Jamaican teams, they seem to still be struggling, and that also hampers professionalism. Well, it was extremely difficult to put the book together, but if you visit CaribbeanStars.com, I have an abundance of information. So in terms of information, it was not difficult. As I said, last year I came down just to tie up the loose ends by covering the secondary school. In terms of moving on from here, the reason why I went to Jamaica in January, February was to cover the Premiership, in being honest and true to my Caribbean roots, to do a Jamaica football magazine, and of course Canada after that. The logistics are not in place yet. The league just finished a week ago, so I have some contacts down there, and when I go back to Canada, I would pursue whatever. Well, it's my passion. I'm retired, so it's a sort of passion. As I say, I was in the sport for a long time, and after retirement, having a website, doing the Germany, I just felt, time to try something. It is extensive traveling. As I say, I'm going to South Africa when I go back in 2 weeks. So it's a lot of traveling, but what it does is give me a heads up on maybe the other journalists who don't travel, or who company doesn't send them. So I have the information, and it's just a matter of having the right opportunity to deliver the information. Well, it's extremely difficult to get sponsors and advertisers. This last magazine, I only had Coca-Cola, and at this time I would like to thank Coca-Cola, who have shown the trust and got on board, even though the information hadn't been forwarded. So I'd like at this opportunity to thank Coca-Cola. I know we have ongoing negotiations and hope that prove out to be fruitful. In terms of advertisers, it's easier for me where I'm established in Toronto to get advertisers, but it was a real challenge to do it with the Trinidad and Tobago football magazine. Well, for the last few days, I went to Tobago. The Magic magazine, the objective is the schools. Right? The objective is the schools. That's the objective of the magazine, and that's the objective of Caribbean Stars of Toronto. We had a give back program that we've been doing in MOVA for the last 4 years. I'm already set to come back in September to continue it for the 5th year. And in having success with that program, we decided we'll take it to another level with the secondary school league. If that proved fruitful, beyond a doubt, we will be back doing most likely a secondary school football league in coordination or collaboration with Coca-Cola. Well, the magazine, as I was going to mention, the magazine would be in stores. It's at RK, who has 5 outlets from Port of Spain to San Fernando. It's at Ismail Khan on, I guess that's Henry Street. And it's at the I-95 bookstore on Tragarit Road. we are doing distributions to the schools. The Ministry of Education is supposed to take X amount to the libraries of all the schools in Trinidad and Tobago. After that, we have them with the Pro League clubs. Right now, there's a box per team of the Pro League stored by W Connection. So I sent an email out today. So each team has a box, and we're hopeful that they would support us and help us. We have done 4 editions of the magazine. We started with the Germany, which was the inspiration for the magazine being launched. Then we went to the Under-17 World Cup in Canada, Toronto, and the Gold Cup. Then we went with the 2010. In coming into the Trinidad and Tobago magazine, we covered a bit of the 2010 campaign, which is sort of like a sequential into this Trinidad and Tobago. To begin, we promoted all the coaches from secondary school. We have icons like Leroy DeLeron, Archibald, Everett Cummins. All the coaches of the Pro League, Russ Russell. We also have Tobago own Bertil Sinclair. We covered Tobago extensively because there was a perception that Tobago usually gets left out. So I made it my duty to go to Tobago, touch bases with everybody to help out with the distribution. I understand that the Pro League have a Super Fridays, and in launching the magazine last Friday at the Hazy Crawford Stadium, I saw a lot of people there from one side of the stadium to the next. Granted, all the seats weren't full, but that's a tremendous improvement for what I saw over the last 5 years. So I would say from that point, and with the excitement, I think from the marketing side, it's a big improvement. From the football standpoint, I looked at Joe Public, Defense Force, and some of these teams. Joe Public seemed to be having a problem. Defense Force seemed to be newly and improved. I would like to say that Northeast Stars might be around at the end, and Mark Powell, as I said in the magazine, I think they're a team of the future if they stay together. So the Pro League looks very interesting. It might not be one person dominate the Pro League this year from what I see in this early part of the league.